Welcome to Almost Tier 1, the deck list, profile, and analysis cast here on the Dice Commando YouTube channel. In each episode of Almost Tier 1, we present and dissect a fresh and off-meta deck list, going in-depth into the team comps, card choices, and play strategy. All decks discussed on Almost Tier 1 are standard format legal as of date of publishing. Almost Tier 1 is a component of the Dice Commando YouTube channel. Live play, profiles, analysis, and unboxing and product reviews. Find Dice Commando at www.youtube.com/DiceCommando and connect via Facebook at Dice Command.
Okay guys, hope you're all doing well out there. I'm Jeff, and yeah, I'm a self-proclaimed official Dice Commando correspondent, coming at you here with another AT1 episode. So what are we looking at here? We're not looking at random pile of jank. No. This is the new hotness. From the back of your binder, long forgotten, is Saw Gerrera. Save the dream. We got him coming back. I know he was ignored in the relatively recent negative balance of the force, but we're still going to show him some love, and we're going to jam him into a 3-wide and make him do some work for us. So we're running Elite Saw 16 points, single die Bail Organa at 9 points, and trusty old Hoth Trooper rounding it out at 5 for an even 30. This is a burn deck. If Agent of Zion's Dryden deck and Bobby Sapphire's Ewok deck got together and had a baby, this is the deck that we would have. It plays a lot like that, and I'll talk about the strategy in a little bit. But the general theory of the deck is that we're gonna ping a damage on an opponent's character with the Hoth Trooper, and then we're gonna use Saw Gerrera to just throw out some unexpected and gobs of indirect if everything goes well. Okay, here we are. Secrets revealed. One of the first cards that stands out is the battlefield, Rift Valley. Most of the cards we're running in this deck happen to be an odd number, and the deck moves pretty quickly, and the deck runs almost no mitigation. And so if we end up getting our battlefield, but we'll typically want the shields on Saw, the battlefield does serve a pretty good purpose to give us some end round mitigation. You'll notice that most of these cards you may have never heard of, or probably at least never used. I'm looking at you, Domination and Attack of the Clones. But that's the key part of this deck, is that just about 50% of our 30 cards are big, overcosted cards that are obviously going to be designed to hit home on Saw's special, explosive tactics, and a couple of other things. Some of the cards here are the Rebel Hangar, Big Falcon, Pirate Speeder Tank, Strike Team. You can just leave the dice at home. They're never going to hit the table. They're just there for their ridiculous cost. And unless you're playing an event with the Gandork, counting your dice and matching them up to the cards, you can just keep them at home and run pretty lean. I do want to give a special shout out here to the event Lead from the Front. It's one of the new cards from Covert Mission set and is the inspiration for this deck. It's an event that costs 7. I don't know what it does, and I don't really care. I just know it costs 7, and I want to resolve a Saw special and have my opponent reveal the Lead from the Front card and give him the old Saw for 7. Alright, let's get down to it. How do we play this crazy deck? Well, as I mentioned earlier, the general concept is to ping an opponent's character right away with the Hoth Trooper and then throw down target acquired. Target acquired is, in my opinion, the most important card in this deck. It will turn on direct damage for all of our indirect damage that we're going to hope to be doing. I know that's not a new trick, but it doesn't make it any less effective. So when I've won big with this deck, it has been getting a target acquired in my opening hand. So, assuming we're in an early round, the idea is to get your low cost cards out of your hand and play. Because you only want high cost cards in your hand as the round gets closer to close. This is why the mitigation that we see in this deck are supports. Like we have 2 honor guards, we got a riot shield, things of that nature. Stuff that we can play, get down early, clear our hand of these low cost cards, and then have confidence and a lot of fun when we're moving on to the next bit, which is Resolve Saw's Special. A couple strategies here. We want to clear the way with scruffy looking Nerf. Just like in my Bane deck, before I roll Bane out, I'm playing Stifle. In this deck, before I roll Saw Guerrero out, I want to be playing scruffy looking Nerf Herder, trying to pull, that entangle out of my opponent's hands. Also, another key bit for resolving Saw's Special is Command and Conquer. That is another spicy new card from the Covert Mission set. This allows us to spot a leader to turn one of our dice to any side, and spot a trooper to resolve one of our dice. So we can really resolve one of Saw's specials. We can get his die to a special and resolve it very unexpectedly. The opponent isn't going to see it coming. We do have Bail Organa. He does have that fantastic special as well, which is really just as good as a Saw special as long as we have those dice in the pool, because it'll let us turn Saw's die to a special and resolve it. So that works pretty well sometimes. And the final key bit of strategy here is we need a late game strategy for when Saw dies, because he will die, there's very little mitigation, and most opponents will go for him first. So we have to keep the burn going once he goes down. And so we've got some tricks here. Laser Tripwire, that's I know not a new card, but it is very effective to potentially throw down spike damage late in the game when Saw's dead and an opponent rolls out. You can just throw 3 indirect at him when they hit a good roll. The new card, Improvise Explosives, it's very similar to Laser Tripwire in that it's a 1-cost support that sits out there, and a couple rounds after you play it, it will throw some indirect their way. Then there's a fun new card, Controlled Chaos. You spend 1 resource, reroll any number of an opponent's dice, you'll pick a side of dice, and the number of dice that your opponent rolls that hit the symbol you chose, you deal that much more indirect to them. That's definitely had 1 or 2 very, very entertaining late game wins for me playing this deck. And my favorite card in this deck possibly is Explosive Tactics. It's a gambler's deck. It's just like resolving that Dryden special. You hope you're hitting something good. This is you pay 2, reveal the top card of your deck, and with this one we've got about a 50-50 shot to hit what we want, and there's not much more fun than throwing down an Explosive Tactics and revealing a Rebel Hanger off the top of your deck. I hope I'm wrong when I say that that's probably the best use for the Rebel Hanger card. So the overall strengths of this deck: unexpected damage output. Some of your opponents are never going to see it coming. It uses a bunch of never played cards and is just ridiculous comedy and entertainment playing this deck. Weaknesses, well, it Saw Gerrera and dreaded Entangle card. If your opponents remove both Saw's dice right away, it's we're gonna have trouble gaining traction. So that's the deck. I hope you guys sleeve it up and give it a whirl and have as much fun as I've had playing with it. Please like and subscribe, comments below, let us know how you like this episode. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Go Commando.
Do you have unique or spicy deck tech you would like to share with the community? Dice Commando is happy to offer guest spots here on AT1 to present your personal brainchild. If interested, please reach out to Dice Commando through our Facebook page for details. Thank you for watching Almost Tier 1 on the Dice Commando channel. If this was something you enjoyed, please give us the feedback, like and subscribe. Check out the rest the Dice Commando channel has to offer. If nothing else, go Commando.